But then there was the stragglers. The stragglers, like the weird niggas who like took their personal time to then be like, oh, I'm gonna find this nigga's address. I'm gonna find his email. Like, bro, they
that's hip hop.
They went from that's weird. They go from Twitter. They go to my Instagram. They go from my Instagram to my girlfriend's Instagram.
Yeah, that's when I was just like, I can't even laugh at this no more.
And then for them to like post my girlfriend and act like that was gonna do something. Like my girlfriend's beautiful as fuck. You trying to like make jokes on her expense makes you look crazy. But from there they was like,
that is very belligerent. No bullshit. They were hating.
We're working on the email address. First of all, y'all got my artist email. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do with that shit. You feel me? Like I ain't doing nothing with that.
Nigga said I ain't doing nothing with that.
Like I'm not even gonna say
what.
Most people can assume what someone's personal email is. Facts. Once they have your first and last name, it's like
but I got shit on top of that. So don't even, but even then, bro, I really do want y'all to know. Even when they drop that address type.
I'm just happy they didn't find the other shit that you be involved in and start doing some bad reviews and all that because they could have easily done that.
No. Yeah, that's my biggest fear in the moment was them like swarming on a bad for the community and like dislike, hate
Who's
comment.
To say that's not about to happen?
Probably not. I deleted it.
Nigga about to drop this episode and watch.
Hey,
we're getting banned.
I don't think if niggas care that much, hey man, you a fan at this point, bro. You feel me?
How?
Because you stuck along. Like the nematodes are gone, bro. They all the way over there.
No, he's saying because you're gonna.
You're bringing it up again.
So we're going to be talking about
it. Oh, but why would they circle back? Like,
because you're going to fucking tweet it. You're going to be like, Rob versus the Barbs. Ha, 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 ha.
Maybe. We'll see how I frame it.
If you don't, that's scary.
Huh?
If you don't, that's scary.
It depends.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but then at the end of the day, it depends what clip is busting. You feel me? If this part busting, I'm gonna clip it, bro.
So why'd you delete the tweets, though? Because hold up.
So like I said, the stragglers get there. And at that point, I still think it's... Because it's like, posting my address, it's not... Like, to be honest, it really isn't that crazy to me.
How'd they get your address?
This nigga's address is on the internet, bro. Your address on the internet. As long as I have a name and the nearest location, bro, I have your... If for... Oh, shit.
That's what I was worried about. I was worried about that.
Yeah, hold up. So
I was worried about them finding that.
With my other entities, you feel me? Like, even if I don't have someone like, oh, I forgot to ask for their full name or their last name or whatever, so I could send this contract over. You feel me? I got to use white pages. And then you do all that. You feel me? It's not that hard. So I don't even trip off that. When you have a company, bro, what do you think that shit's registered under, bro?
Nah, it's valid.
It is weird, though, because it's like, I don't need it available for people to be seeing. You feel me?
So they have your addresses out there now.
If normal people just know my name, like, I'm sure they're not going to do nothing with it. You feel me? But now it be on some weird shit. And I'm not the one tripping off it. Now, it's like my girl be like, yo, I would advise you to do this. Or my mom, like even that, I told my mom, I was laughing, but I took a video of it. I'm not going to play it. But she was like stressing, like, don't you know they're crazy? Like yo,
so even your mother knows.
They would kill for
even your mother knows. Yo, don't fuck with them motherfuckers over there.
And she was like, put your pride aside. I know, blah, 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 but it's not worth it.
And I will say that, right?
Now, your mom having to tell you that's kind of wild, nigga. They put your address on there. You don't live by yourself. You're bugging, nigga. That's when it's too.
What's the side involving other people?
Why you adding that extra comment?
What's the side involving other people, bro? Like once they started involving a girl and all that, that's when I was like, I don't blame him for deleting it. Because now you have other people who are getting
attacked. I still blame him for deleting it. I would have just been like, I would have been like, my fault, never mind.
Well, there's a couple aspects.
See, because that's the thing. That's pride. Deleting it is not going to change that, though. That's what I'm saying.
It is. It does.
That makes you look scary, and it shows that you still have mad pride.
But looking scary is also like a social thing.
That's exactly the point, bro.
But what I'm saying,
from his perspective,
I feel you. But what I'm saying specifically is deleting it is not going to stop the impact.
After a couple hours, it does look corny, like going back and forth. So it's like, okay, it was cool in the moment.
Back and forth in general.
Afterwards, it age is bad. I'm delete. It's gone. It's done.
How many arguments on social media have you lost?
He don't do that. We're different people, bro. And lost. He doesn't even engage in anything, bro.
I was about to say no.
But I see where you're trying to go.
But I was gonna say I can't even lose an argument because I don't get in arguments online.
Now I've been in a few. Been in a couple. Listen, okay. I never went out like this.
You never went against an army like that, bro.
But was it also someone that you know that you was arguing with online or random people?
Let me go back and forth.
Was it music?
You know what actually was music most of the time. You know what was actually funny one time? There was this white girl posting some shit like a freestyle, and I was like, yo, the only reason why y'all bumping this or y'all praising this because she's white. This shit's not that good. And then they was like, no, let's see you do better. Posted the video. They was like, my fault. Now I was like, listen,
But
that's hip hop. But let me tell you. Let me give you some tips and tricks on how to
go against the barbs.
Let me give you some tips.
There's no tips, bro.
There are tips.
It's a losing battle because you're already dealing with people who have a false sense of reality,
even
bro.
If the tips aren't valid, you might still need them because you clearly got washed.
I could have dropped the Heart Part 5, my nigga. They were like, you didn't. Still mid.
But you didn't.
But I'm not gonna ever do that because like, what am I trying to convince them of?
It's not about convincing them.
I'm not trying to convince them.
It's about moving forward and being like, let's go.
Yo, why did you try to do Max too, bro?
Max sold.
Max is funny, bro.
That nigga is actually hilarious.
I see what he's trying to do.
He sold though.
No, he linked the song that me and him have, and he be like, oh, he's not too bad. You should check him out with the song with this guy. And they was like, fuck that. He's still mid. And they was like,
the other guy's dope though, right?
Cool.
He's like, the other guy's not bad.
That nigga trash too.
I was like, damn.
Bro, yo. A-Dot had tweeted like, noted, I'll never talk about Nicki Minaj on this app ever again. And then somebody replied, you next, and had my whole like address and shit. And he's like, truce. He put a chip. I was like, yo,
that's a nigga knowing his place. He's just like, I'm not trying to do it.
I got a wife. I can't go down like this.
Break it down to us, bro. What are the tips, bro? What would you
So like I said, when you're going up against the barbs, there are three things you got to remember. One is that, yes, they're delusional, but delusion can be worked in your favor. You can use that to your advantage. When you're thinking about delusional people, there's a couple things that they have in common. One is that their sense of reality obviously is a little bit off. They're thinking way more highly of themselves or whoever it is that they're praising, even though like that might not necessarily be the case. And then two, they're usually a little bit like cliquish. They need the support of others in order to get through. So what you do is you like to pick them apart individually. You feel me? So what you'll want to do is actually respond individually to the individual people, find their flaws, find out what you can about them, and post that. That's the first thing. That is a lot of effort. That is a lot of effort.
And if I had seen him doing that, I would have called him, bro. Like, yo, you're doing a lot right now.
But I'm just saying. That's the first thing.
I would not want to see that. Nigga said he
had time. Do you have time or not? That's the first thing. No, that's the first thing.
I don't have time.
But here's the thing. You're right. So that's the first thing.
After 2 hours, I was like, yeah, let me go to the gym now. Like, I don't have time. You're right.
You want to pick apart the delusion by going at them 1v1. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is deny. Everything they say, just be like, cap. Be like, you're lying. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
20 months.
But listen to what I'm saying is that he's going. That's a fool. That's no bullshit. But he didn't take the effort. If they say 20 monthly listeners, be like, okay, 20 monthly listeners.
What am I trying to prove to them?
I'm not saying you're trying to prove anything to them. Like I said, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just bringing up the example that he just gave. 20 monthly listeners, post a picture of you and all your people. 20 monthly listeners, talk about the shows you've done. Talk about the bread you've raked in through performance. I'm just saying, if you're going that route, but listen. That's not what I'm saying. He said that, but I wouldn't have gone that route. What I'm saying is deny. Everything that they say about you, everything they say about Nicki, be like, cap, nope, cap. Because you're not trying to prove anything to them. Just be like, you're cap, lies. Deny. Because then they're going to be arguing with a brick wall. And they don't like doing that. Then they're going to start getting aggressive, and just be like, you look foolish, deny. Because they get frustrated off of that. And then that's when you start to get into real devious territory. Because once you start denying, then you move into the penultimate third thing, the confusion / regurgitation route. You've already done a bunch. I'm not saying you have to do all of these things. I'm just telling you specific tactics that you can use. Right? So then they start saying hate speech. They start going at it. And you know what that gets you on Twitter? That gets you blocked. That gets you banned. And that's hip hop. They don't like their accounts getting banned.
I got a couple niggas banned that day.
They don't like getting their accounts banned. They actually hate that. That's their worst fear. Because some of them, they've had accounts since 2009, all this stuff. But once they get angry, they start losing control. They start wilding. You post anything about Cardi B, they're like, fuck you nigger bitch. They're going to start forcing it. They're calling you all types of F words. They're going to call you all types of everything. And when that happens, that's when you get lit. That's when you get Elon in there. That's what I'm telling you. Because I've seen it happen where they actually like hate being blocked. When they get blocked or not blocked, when they hate getting banned, because they've been working on these accounts for so long. Some of them almost 15 years, 16 years. They get their shit banned. It's like their life is like shattered. They have nothing else they have no choice but to see outside. They're like the sun, like no bullshit. I've seen it work. So those are 3 tactics that you can use against the barbs. My favorite obviously is the deny, because then it leads you into the third one. But honestly, you could also just say anything about any other artist and be like, they're better. So, you're a Drake fan. Just be like, Drake better.
No,
what are you gonna say?
I'm not doing all that. The only thing I was doing, bro, is because the whole like defending, like if they say, "Oh, you're this," and then I'm saying, "Well, in fact, in real life, I do this." That,
I didn't say that you should do that. I'm saying that if that's the route you want to go, you can do that. First of all, that's not smart.
I've learned the lesson of like I'm not sharing none of my wins with most people. Not even just not online people. I don't like sharing my wins in front of people in real life, bro, because people aren't that receptive to good news when they not receiving that same, energy in real life. You feel me? So I'd rather not even put that out there, bro. So I'm not about to do. All I'm gonna do on Twitter is just hold the mirror. That's all I was doing. I was just holding it. Like, you know how crazy you look right now? And that's all I can do. I'm not about to prove anything I'm not
and I never
trying
said
to prove myself to anybody because that's a lost cause, bro. And that's where it gets super corny. Like, that's where it gets. I probably shouldn't have engaged, period.
Facts.
You feel me?
I agree.
Say that again.
Sure. No, the thing is,
but be real about it. You shouldn't
I'm still
have
standing
engaged.
on my opinion. I shouldn't.
It's not. There's
but the
nothing
thing
wrong
is,
with
they
the
were gonna
opinion.
do that regardless. So imagine this. I put the tweet out because it's just a regular ass tweet. The flow's garbage. The flow's garbage.
To you.
Sure, it's garbage. But
to you.
Sure, but it's garbage.
To you.
Sure,
it's not the worst.
It's garbage.